Hello everybody and welcome to another round of Championship predictions after last week's busy week. Just the 4 games to look at for this coming week in the midweek. They're all on Tuesday night and you won't be surprised to learn they all affect the top and the bottom and the playoff section of the division, as practically every game does at the moment. So I think it's a real chance for these sides to sort of make a bit of a statement against the teams around them, because when you're playing in hardly anyone else is, I think it's a real good opportunity, because the other teams can't do anything about it until at least the weekend. So it's a good chance for these teams. And we start with Cardiff City versus Blackburn Rovers. Cardiff surprised me a bit by getting beat 4-1 at Norwich. I did predict they'd lose, but perhaps not by that margin. Norwich seem to be ticking along quite nicely at the moment, just on the playoff line, if you like. Goal difference is the only dividing factor at the moment between them and Coventry. So Cardiff and Blackburn then, mid-table, pretty safe from relegation. Perhaps Blackburn feel they want a few more points yet, and their new manager bedding in. So I think both sides will cancel each other out. And it'll be a 1-each draw. So it's Cardiff City 1, Blackburn Rovers 1. Then we have Ipswich and Rotherham. And Ipswich now finding their feet again, very much back in the race for the second spot. They will draw level on points with Leeds. Goal difference will deny them going to second spot. So we'll see how they go. Had a good 2-win at Swansea at the weekend. Playing Rotherham, who unfortunately now I think their race is run in the Championship for this season. They lost 1-0 at home to Watford. Watford themselves been on a poor run. But Rotherham can still be a dangerous side now, because they can completely relax and just go and play without any pressures really. And that makes them a dangerous side for teams to play, especially when you're feeling the pressure yourselves, maybe at the top or even in the playoff areas. So I think Ipswich will come out on top in this one. They're sort of starting to tick again, and it'll be Ipswich 3, Rotherham 0. Then we have Plymouth versus West Bromwich Albion. Another tough game for Plymouth, having had to face Leeds at the weekend, losing 2-0 to Leeds. Leeds, as I say, owning that second spot at the moment, but Ipswich, as we've just noted, on their heels with that game in hand. So Plymouth facing West Bromwich Albion. And West Bromwich Albion sort of felt the mini backlash from Southampton on Friday night, didn't they? Losing 2-0 at home. Southampton back on track after their midweek loss of their proud long unbeaten record. Plymouth and West Brom. I think West Brom will want to get back on track again quite quickly. There's a host of teams now crowding up behind them in the table. They're on 52. And then it's 51 points for 3 teams and 49, so they won't want to be relying on their very small 1 point cushion at the moment for too long. I think they'll just sneak it. It'll be a tough old game for them, but I think it'll be Plymouth Argyle 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. And the 4th and final game in midweek is Southampton. So a game obviously very relevant at the top of the table. It's one where Southampton will see they'll want to make that second spot theirs, with them a nice look to the table where all 3 sides will be on 33 games played. So we'll have an absolute good run into the season, hopefully with no other postponements. I'm not sure about the FA Cup, maybe Southampton are in that, aren't they, still? However, it'll be an even game, and I always like that. It's much better when the games are level. It clears up any jeopardy. So Southampton versus Hull. Hull had a good win at Huddersfield. Good 2-1 win away. They're still in the playoff, very much in the playoff hunt. Again, for them, only goal difference keeping them out the top 6. So they'll be going to Southampton, feeling they've got half a chance. But Southampton at home, scoring goals for fun, generally speaking. There's 101 goals now, I think, in the matches involving Southampton. Quite a phenomenal amount. I think there'll be 3 more added to that, but unfortunately all in the Hull City net. I'm going for a comfortable home win, with Southampton claiming second spot, and Ipswich and Southampton and Leeds will all then be on 33 points, and we'll have a good idea exactly where we're going to go in the last sort of phase of the season. So Southampton 3, Hull City 0. And that is the 4 matches for this coming week. Have a really good week. Keep well, and I'll see you next time.